Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 5 of ZAWA Survival. In this episode, we're going to search for some new animals, hopefully build a new exhibit, and we're going to name some of the African wild dogs that we put in the last episode. So stick around for all that. So to start it off, we're going to name all the African wild dogs. And this suggestion was by Will, and it was to name them after paintings and artists. So that's what we're going to do. I've got all these name tags here, so let's just put these in. You will be Da Vinci, and let's just keep going. And the last one, Vincent van Gogh. So that's all the African wild dogs named. So the animal that we're going to be working with today and building an exhibit for is the African mandrill, which I'm super excited about. So we do have 2 of them back at the base. However, I think they need a few more, to be honest. So I'm here in this biome where they are meant to spawn. However, I haven't had any luck yet. I have heard that they're super rare, so to be honest, I'm not particularly optimistic. However, Soul Squash is willing to sell us a couple of mandrills, which is absolutely great. So we'll be able to get started on the African mandrill exhibit. So I think we should probably just head over to Soul Squash's base, just to pick up those mandrills. And here we are at Soul Squash's base. Hello. So, do you have those mandrills for me? Thanks so much, Soul Squash, for these. These will really help out. Oh, I've got to pay you, don't I? And that is 1,500. So, here you go, Soul Squash. Thank you for these. And now let's get back to the base. Now that we have 4 mandrills, I guess it's time to make that exhibit. So, I think let's just jump into a time lapse. No explanation, no nothing. Let's just hop in and build the exhibit. Okay, let's go. So, I guess I am going to do a bit of an explanation for this, as I think it will make a bit better of an experience for you, the viewer. Just to make you understand what I'm doing whilst I'm making this exhibit. So, first of all, we're digging out the pit that the exhibit's going to go in, just so it doesn't poke out too far above the level of the paths, just to make everything sort of be on the same level. So, yep, we're just digging all this out, just to give us a flat area to build on. Now, we're adding in the windows, just for the panoramic viewing area, which I think just looks really good in the final product. And we've now moved on to making the paths, just flattening out all the grass, in the same way that we've done everything else. And now we've moved on to the ponds, digging it out, adding a bit of texture in there, and we're also doing the back cliffs at the same time. So adding a mixture of rocky stone, andesite, cobblestone, and regular stone into the mix there, which I think just looks really nice for a nice cliffy texture. So that's looking all good, and then we've come around to the other side of the exhibit and we're going to do the same thing, just adding in all those different types of stone just to make a nice varied look. And we're now adding a bit of texture to the pond just to make it look nice. So we're adding in some mud, some coarse dirt, some gravel and some sand, like in the other ponds in the African wild dog one. And now we're filling it up with water and adding a bit of vegetation such as kelp, a couple of floating plants as well, plus some cattails and some reeds. Now we're moving on to actually making some of the things for the African mandrills, such as a small climbing platform on a tree and also a post, which I think just looks really nice. Now we're also going to add a bridge in just to connect the 2 trees that are in the exhibit at this point. And now we're moving on to the vegetation. So just a nice mix of leaves just here and there, which I think just looks really nice. And then we can add in all the plants and flowers and things which really make it come to life. And this is the mandrill exhibit finished. And I really love how it's looking. Just the style of it all matches up with this area, and I'm really loving how all this is all fitting together. I really like it. I do need to put in these 2 leaf browsers, but I'll just do that, and then when I come back, I'll explain to you and sort of break down the whole exhibit, why I pick certain things, and other stuff as well. And the last leaf browse is in, and this exhibit is officially done. So, the main feature of the mandrill exhibit is this wide panoramic glass window here, which gives a really nice view into the mandrill area. So we've got these iron fences around the edge just to stop the mandrills from climbing out. A couple of big trees in here which I really like the look of. We've also got some small thatch platforms with some rope bridges going between them, which I really like the look of. Got this small hanging thing with some leaf browsers off them. Also got some tyre swings and some more leaf browsers hanging from the trees. And yeah, it's just looking really nice. Again, we've got some nice lush vegetation on the forest floor, a couple of small ponds, and it's all come together really nicely. So, I guess it's now probably time to put the mandrills in. Now, I will need some names for these mandrills. They just look so good. So, that's the first one in. The second one I think I'm going to put up on a platform. Just like that. A third one over on this smaller platform. And Soul Squash had already named one Zulu, which I think is a great name. So, I do need 3 more names, so if you've got any good ones, put them down in the comments below. I really like looking through the comments, and if you've got any suggestions, because I'm rubbish at naming things. So, put the names that you want on these mandrills down in the comments below. This looks so cool. I really love how it is. With the mandrills in, it just brings the whole thing to life, and I'm really happy with this exhibit. And I think we'll call it at that for the episode. I really love how it's turned out, and I hope you do too, so give me some feedback down in the comment section below. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.